This summer, serve up the cookout classics, Kraft mayo and dressing. Toss green salads with delicious ranch dressing or zesty Italian. Serve smooth, craveably creamy potato salads with mayo. We all know it's not a cookout without Kraft.
This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
Future, the real me, let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It Music Reviews Season 12. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Guys, we got a pretty good episode for you today. We are talking about, and I'm really happy to finally be done with Future. I mean, I've never been. Actually, this, I would say 2025 and 2026, these 2 years so far have been, it's like a mix. Sometimes, there's, a project where I'm like, okay, man, music is, on fucking peak. Music is fucking back. Drake. Drake dropped Iceman and dropped some other albums, too. And I was like, you know what? Music is finally coming back. We got some fire-ass music. It's back-to-back. I'm covering Drake for, 3 weeks. Man, music is kind of going crazy right now. And, I say this, and then I know the next week of July, Charlie XCX is going to drop. I just, God forsaken me for what I'm about to listen to on July 24th, but I don't think it's going to be anything good. Ariana Grande is dropping July 31st, or the 30th. I listened to her single. I don't think her album's going to be good either. So, every time I think that, music is getting a little better, we're actually getting some really good, consistent releases from artists, I always get proven wrong. And it really does suck that I get proven wrong every fucking time. But here we are. And, I want to put in the prediction now that, hey, guess what? These albums later, when Charlie XCX drops, when Ariana Grande drops, I promise you, they're not going to be good projects. Just based on the singles that I've listened to alone. And that's what I really have.
Here's your report.
Oh, thanks, Jane. I wish I could hire someone just like you.
Try LinkedIn Hiring Pro. It's more than a job board. It's like the recruiter you always wished you had. Hiring Pro uses real-time insights to match your role to LinkedIn's unique network of professionals and delivers a short list of best fit candidates. You'll spend less time sorting applicants and more time talking to the right people.
Let's do it. You're irreplaceable, Jane, but another you would be great.
Hire right the first time. Post your job for free on LinkedIn today at linkedin.com/quality.
At Ollie, we've got wellness down to a science. From PMS to pregnancy to menopause, our women's wellness line offers science-backed support for every stage. No judgment, no shame, none of the stigma. Just supplements designed to meet you wherever you're at. Ollie, choose science over shame. Find support at a retailer near you or on ollie.com. That's OLLY.com.
Engaging recently. Future's lucky. Future dropped one single. I didn't really care to review Radio. Radio was kind of ass anyways. But already I listened to Radio and I go, okay, I know what this album's going to be. I saw a really good Twitter. I saw a good tweet. I saw something really good on X that said, ever since Drake came out, if you're not making a movie, if your music doesn't feel like a movie, then it's not going to be good. Drake set the standard too high in 2026. And I can't lie to y'all. I'm really starting to agree with that take because, every other artist so far that drops, other than, King Carson actually, had a really good rollout. The rollout felt like a movie. The music felt like a movie. Obviously. Really good shit. Every time an artist drops, I just get reminded of, wow, this is ass. This is shit. Wow. Drake has really just kind of taken over 2026. And like, I keep seeing tweets that say, who has the best rap run? Who has the best album run in 2026 so far? Are you fucking stupid? It's Drake. That's it. That's the only one who's actually managed to make good music. Not music where I'm listening to, you know, somebody fucking blah, blah, blah about, like, politics and shit like Kendrick Lamar in 2024, or talk about a stupid-ass rap beef that, you know, it was cool at the time, you know, when Drake and Kendrick were battling. But, you know, when GNX dropped, man, that was a fucking shit time. I remember the day GNX dropped, and I had to listen to it for the show. I had to listen to this album, and, you know, I got through a couple of tracks, and I said, oh, it's one of these rappity rap fucking albums. And guess what? These rappity rap fucking albums with no production, and the only good songs are the R&B inspired tracks, because, you know, that's the only good shit on there. Yeah, that's a problem. And let's not even talk about after GNX, the rappers that dropped in 2025. I think every single rapper, even the females, Doja Cat, you know, every single rapper in 2025 I covered, I kid you not, in 2025, dropped some of the worst music I've ever heard in my fucking life. Crazy. I remember it was like, you know, the middle of 2025, and I'm like, wow, I'm on my 50th. I'm on my 50th negative review. Like, I don't want to make negative reviews all the time, but I'm on my 50th. And now, in 2026, Future. The Real Me has officially dropped, and this is probably one of the worst albums I've ever heard in my life. I mean, like, how in the fuck does this have to happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, I sit here and I go, wow, Future dropped. Okay, Ken Carson didn't drop Cartoons. Okay, whatever. You know, we check out Future. I'm like, I'm expecting something a little bit decent. You know, something, you know, that's not terrible shit. And there's no features, which is fine. But, like, if there's no features, you gotta fucking put in the damn effort. You gotta put in the fucking work. You gotta make the good fucking music. You gotta be able to carry yourself for 20 tracks. And by the way, this album is #1 on the Billboard. Now, is that because of, like, there's nothing else that really came out rap-wise, I guess you could say? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't really get it, because to be honest with you, I think this is one of the most low-quality Future albums ever. I don't know how this has so many sales. Like, there has to be, like, something, like, under the table that's going on. You know, like, I can understand why Drake got #1. I mean, like, that album... Those albums were for real, like, movies. You know what I'm saying? Like I can understand that. But I can't understand this. And I was getting really confused why every single Future song was, like, getting high trending on YouTube. And I was like, you know, like, I'm sorry, but I'm not really feeling the impact of this album, because this album is so fucking boring. So shit. Like, it's boring. It's generic. It's the generic rap shit sound, and then it just turns into straight up ass. Like, what am I supposed to even say? This is probably one of the worst albums. Production-wise, it's very stale. The same synths, the same dark piano trap beats. Wow. So great. There's no beat switches. There's no nothing to really make any of these tracks stand out. And then, you know, there's these shitty-ass EDM party tracks. There's 2018, which is like a squeaky-ass fucking mess. Like, I don't understand what is going on, why I'm listening to such a shitty-ass album. And I just feel like, I feel like my time has been so wasted by this album. It's like, how is this even possible? Like, didn't Future literally have a collab with Drake recently where he was going crazy? Why couldn't we take some of that energy we did for the feature and put it towards the album? I mean, Future's doing the same flows, the same fucking everything, and it's just...
Hi, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. Are you looking for a beach read this summer? May I suggest your big wireless bill? It's got suspense, mystery, a slightly flat, emotional arc, and a shocking twist where you realize you've been overpaying the entire time. Fortunately, though, Mint's story is better. Every plan, $15 a month. Even unlimited. That's it. Happy ending. Zero tears. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Mind-blowingly ass. Like, it's not fun to listen to. This long-ass album is not fun to listen to. And we're not doing the typical review. I'm not going over every single track. You know, I'm not giving this overall points. I'm not doing that because, like... Guys, one thing I'm really starting to change up on this show these days is when an album is like this lazy, when it's this bullshit, when it's like this shit, I'm not giving it the essence of an actual review. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna give the album that has no effort into it, is lazy, is bullshit. I'm not gonna give it my full attention like that. I'm not going to write a review. I'm not going to go over every single track and rate it 1 out of 5. I'm not going to do that when these albums, these low effort... I did that in 2025. Even if it was a shit album, I still pushed through. And I still pushed through and gave it a fair shot. I'm done giving shit like this a fair shot. Like, like 2025, y'all have lost me. I don't give this shit no more a fair shot. It doesn't deserve a fair shot when a project is this lazy, this bullshit, and is this fucking stupid to fucking listen to. Like, like when you listen to an album like this, I feel like the album, like the cover is looking at you and the cover is laughing at you. Ha ha. You're listening to this bullshit ass album. Thank you for making a number 1. Ha ha ha. You made this bullshit number 1. Ha ha. You say 2018's a fire track. Ha ha. You say like, oh no, the youngins were wrong. No, this tape is hard. Ha 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 ha. Like this is what this album is doing to you, laughing at you. You're not gonna bump any of this music in the car. Why would you? It's bullshit. It's shit. Bump some older Future music that actually puts some fucking effort into it. You know, people say on Twitter, they say this is an album you listen to all the way through once and then you never listen to it again. That's a lie because you don't even get through this whole entire album. I promise you, an hour long, a boring, generic, mediocre Future, you're not making it past 30 minutes. I made it past an hour because this is what I do. I made it past an hour because this is why I do this shit. I listen to albums, even if it's bad, all the way through because I gotta talk about it. But, like, you're not gonna listen to this album all the way through, and anybody who says this is lying. No, you didn't listen to this album all the way through. This album's ass. If you did, you're a fucking retard. Just blows my mind of how, like, bullshit projects can come out and just like feel like the most like low quality effort projects I've ever heard in my life. Like I remember the days when I first started my show and maybe this is looking back on kind of nostalgic lenses now because that was in 2020, but like, man, do y'all remember like when every rapper was dropping heat, when every rapper felt like they had like a fire under them? We need some new rappers. Fuck the XXL Freshman 26. Whoever they got on there, like Belly Gang Kush, just kill me. These motherfuckers ain't fucking doing anything. They won't be doing anything. Alright? We need some new blood. Some actual new blood. Some people who are actually gonna take the genre forward. Because, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, when Future retires, is anybody going to talk about the real me? Everybody says on Twitter, this album's going to age well. Where? Where is this going to age? This is not going to age well. I kid you not, this will not age well because nobody's going to be listening to this album. Like, this album is so boring, so shit, so whatever. Like, every single track, you know, like, I kid you not, every single track is just the same rapping, the same rapping, the same rapping. Holy fuck, pack it up. And, you know, this was supposed to, like, be, like, a cool rollout. Like, this was supposed to be, like, dramatic-ass rollout features, like, this is the real me, you know, this is the real me, get your money up, fuck bitches, you know, like, you know, this is, like, dramatic, like, I'm gonna show y'all the real me. And then you listen to the album, so is the real you boring as fuck, mediocre as fuck, the same flows, the same beats that you've used for, at this point, for like 6 years. Like, I kid you not, ever since Metro Boomin made a couple of them Future albums, Future's just taken that and just like keep recycling and recycling and recycling. You know, like, I even listened to a World Cup song with Future in it. Future dropped a World Cup song for the World Cup. And it sounds like a Metro Boomin ass fucking song. Like, can you do anything new? Anything else? Why is the only, like, fresh, new sounding of Future has been with Drake recently? Why is that the case? Why? Like, I think that just says more about the artist than it says about, you know, people listening to it. Like, there's a reason why your music hasn't evolved, because you haven't put in the effort to evolve your music. And this is the problem. Older rappers are not evolving their music. New rappers are not making good music. You know, it's just like a constant cycle of just like, man, the day when, you know, all the big rappers go, what is going to be left? I really hope there's like some new talent in the future in 2030 or something, like when I'm doing this show, and I'm like, okay, there's actually a new big rapper. But so far, it's like, wow. And like, I would hate, honestly, like, we need some newer talent, because also, I would hate to rely on Playboi Carti and King Carson, you know, to carry newer rap music, to do reviews on, because these motherfuckers don't drop. These motherfuckers just play around. These motherfuckers say they're going to drop an album, and then they don't drop the album. I don't want those people either. I need some hungry rappers that actually want to make good music, drop some fucking good music. Alright? Like, holy shit. Anyways, The Future, The Real Me, really disappointing album. Overall, I'm going to give this album like a 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10. What did y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications, guys. We're dropping new content every single day. But you know who I'm also very excited for on Thursday night? Tory Lanez has announced he's dropping a double disc album. Rap, R&B. There's a rapper. That's a rapper right there that puts in fucking effort. Even if they're behind bars, even if they're in prison, the music has effort into it. The music is actually good. So, I can't wait to cover that album on Thursday night. That's going to be fucking cinema. Hopefully it's cinema. I'm really hoping it is. If it's not, I'm just going to give up on life. I mean, if Tory Lanez drops a shitty album, just, like, kill me. Just fucking kill me. If Tory Lanez can't even drop a good album, I'm going to, like, bash my head against a wall. Because this past week in music has been so ass that I'm praying to God Tory Lanez is going to be like, you know, the motherfucker that just like, you know, like soothes the pain, you know, like gets me through the bullshit that I've been listening to all week. So, get ready for that on Thursday night, guys. I can't wait to talk about that. And I'll see you later. You have a good one. Yeah, guys. Bye.